Hello, Charming Nest. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. I am excited. I'm getting more the hang of this Google Hangouts broadcasting live. So hopefully this works out for you. I don't know if we have anybody on live right now, but it should be working. I'm just going to, as usual, give it a couple minutes or a minute or two. If you're watching the recording, I'm sorry. Kind of stinks after it goes live. You can't really do much about it, but we should be good. Okay, perfect. So whether or not anybody's watching currently, this should work out to do and watch afterwards. So a couple things I wanted to do and give was some shout outs and some different things. So I wanted to say hey to two of our new designers. That would be both Shannon, who was brought on by Caitlin, and then also Emily, who was brought on by Bobby. So welcome, you guys. I hope you're going to love Origami Owl. I know you will. There's a lot to love. So it's an exciting time for you guys, and I hope that you're doing well and loving it already. Let me know if you ever need anything. I can definitely help you out with anything that you need. Another thing, I don't have it here with me, but I wanted to give another shout out to Erin, who won our TCN Designer of the Month last month. And I have an inscribed plate. You can see it right here, invisibly in my hands. An inscribed plate for Erin that says TCN Designer of the Month, March 2015. And I have another plate. I actually have plates made up until August, which took a while to get all of those inscribed, but all the way out to August. So this month, if you remember, the incentive for the person to get the person will get the plate who has the highest PV for the month. So I wanted to tell you guys how you're doing in that. We have 5 people that I'm going to say. I don't have the exact numbers, but Bobby Ann and Sarah Neski are in the 700s, so that's awesome. Vicky has 1037 on 1037, which is awesome. Tracy Roberts, you're doing awesome this month. You have 1102 PV. That's so awesome. And then we do have a leader here in first place, which would definitely be Loretta with 2,443. How awesome. You're doing awesome, Loretta. Keep it up. You guys are killing it this month, so it's awesome. Keep it up. And let's see what else. It's going to be really short today because I don't have a whole lot to talk about, and I don't like to waste your time and talk about different things that don't really matter to you. So anyways, I wanted to talk about a couple little secrets that I may know that you may not, but I would love to share with you because I suck at keeping secrets. But anyways, let me pull up my notes here. This came from someone who is a director. So none of this information has been confirmed, but it did come from someone with good, whatever I'm trying to say, good standing, good information. So some of these things we learned tonight. Obviously, if you watched that video of Chrissy, you heard 3 very exciting announcements tonight. I am over the moon excited about not only the customer special, but also the fact that they're coming on the road, and I am so excited. I hope that every single one of you is able to make it to one of those events, because every Nest event I've ever been to is incredible, and they're incredible. So it's just so much fun, and you do not want to miss it. They always have a lot of surprises up their sleeves, and it's just great to meet them and see the heart of the business. Chrissy and Bella are just incredible people. I've had the opportunity to spend a couple different times with them, and it's been, they remember you, which is really incredible and awesome. With as many thousands of designers as there are, they care about us. Chrissy knows the Charming Nest. She knows about us, and that's pretty cool. If you ask me, she knows that we're going places, and so you can tell her you're on that team, and hopefully she'll remember even still. So anyways, I wanted to say not only that you need to go to those things because they're going to be awesome, but also this is some of the things that I learned on this director, or from this director. So there's going to be a new, supposedly, all this is supposedly, but supposedly there will be a new points of difference flyer. So that's going to be the sheet that's going to teach you about what the jewelry is made of. We have one, but it's pretty out of date. We've added a lot of new lines since then, like the core and different things like that. So there should be a new updated points of difference flyer out on Friday, is what I heard. The heritage inscriptions plates should be live now. Some people don't understand why they got refunds, so finance is going to be sending out an email with the reason that they got refunds. So if that's you, then that might be something that you need to know. If there was something wrong with an inscription, or if something was out of stock. I think this is more things that happened a couple weeks ago, but that is what that is. There is more data and better reporting coming within the next week, so that's going to be awesome, especially if you have a team that you are checking up on and encouraging them. Let's see what else we have here. Remember that orders with inscriptions will be sent as a whole order. They will not ship as part of an order as it is inscriptions. Inscriptions take 7 business days to process. I think that this is a sometimes thing, because I did just get a huge order that did get a little bit stopped up with inscriptions, but it did all come together. So I think what this means is if you get an order that doesn't have inscriptions, don't worry. They'll probably be coming separate, but if you get it all together, that's great. So that's what it is. You don't obviously have to pay for 2 separate shippings or anything like that, so don't worry about that. Return site is up and running smoothly. If you ever need a return or something breaks or something like that, you just simply go to returns.origamiall.com and enter in the order number. It could not be easier. You don't have to ship back the broken or defective item. They'll just immediately ship it out right to you and or your customer. So it's awesome. That site is running great. Some stuff about Canada. P.S. When are we going to expand to Canada as a team? We need to find some Canadians, because that is an amazing opportunity, even more so than here in the U.S. Think about how many, only hundreds probably at this point, Canadian designers there are, and they get everything that we get. So it's awesome. I need to try and figure out how to network into Canada, because I just want them to have this awesome opportunity too. So Canada, there's some Canada stuff. And then as far as convention, which I hope that you're all coming to, I cannot wait to see you guys all there in Chicago. More info is coming in the beginning of May. Saturday evening is the themed event, but no worries, you can be dressy or casual no matter what. Anything will work. They're going to do an invitation-only kind of recognition on Thursday, and it'll be for like the special categories of mentorship, PV, Force for Good, things like that, and that one is going to be dressy. More details on that will come. This is a good thing. If you were at convention last year, the recognition event, which was like this gala dinner thing that they did, was so long. I mean, hours long, and it was just saying people's names and recognizing them and them walking across the stage, which is fantastic, and I'm so glad that they're doing the recognition. But it's going to be a really good thing for it to be separated, because if you're not up there, it is kind of hard to sit there for several hours, and just kind of listen to names and things like that. So I think it's definitely a good thing that this is what is going to happen. So there's that, and then middle of next week, Sword Success Rewards will begin shipping, and IT is fixing the Sword of Success tracker if you have a problem with that. This is one. The Hostess exclusive is extended through May 31st, not just May 15th. That is what I'm hearing. So we can wait until we get official word, but that's what it's looking like, that it's going to be extended through May 31st. And then on this list is the customer promotion, and that is right on with what was announced tonight. So I assume that this information is all good. The summer supplement launches. June 1st for customers. May 18th is the reveal, and when directors and executive team leaders can purchase the pack and the Hostess exclusive, the new Hostess exclusive. The following week, all designers can purchase, if I heard correctly. I'm not positive on that, if we can actually purchase those packs, but from the sounds of what Chrissy said tonight, it sounds like there might be something available for all designers. Next week in the Hoot, there should be a new calendar that we're going to be able to see things for the entire year. And then fall launch is at convention as normal. August 10th is the day that will come out for customers. That's the date that's set right now. Obviously, it kind of got moved up with spring, so we'll see about fall, but that's the tentative date right now. And then, if you're confused about the reports that are in the back office, there's going to be a FAQ out pretty soon, which will be nice, and that is good. And then we're going to be able to see our historical reports from months ahead of time within another week or so. There is a lot of stuff going on with the Outlet program. If you need some more information on this, let me know. I will do whatever I can, but there's now a new process for how you actually sign up an outlet on a page, and they're doing a lot more with them as far as the monthly webinar and things. There's like a website for them to do, and there's so much. It's an amazing program, so it's definitely something to get involved in if you need some more information. I only have minimal amounts of information, but I can help you find it for sure. I'll do my best to do that. So there's that, and then it says IT knows about not being able to pay wholesale for a jewelry bar. They are working on it. So that is that if you are worried about that. And then per the P&Ps, which is normal, policies and procedures, sorry, if you have missing items from an order, which thank goodness we haven't had happen a lot. When I first joined, that was a huge problem. That happened a lot, like almost every single order. So, but if that does happen to happen to you, it has to be reported within 10 days, which is pretty normal. You can't have something for 3 months and then say, oh, by the way, this box didn't have this charm in it. So that is what I know. So there's my little whatever, not a lot of exciting stuff, but good stuff to know. And then the summer thing. And you know what? I have been hearing a lot of rumblings about a men's line. And I keep thinking about this, and this is just me thinking. If we do have something, and if it does come out, I would assume it would come out before Father's Day. And then I was trying to think tonight, just like, what would it even be? Because obviously, I hope, and I'm guessing it's probably not lockets. But with inscriptions, I'm thinking you can do so much with inscriptions. So I'm guessing maybe like an inscribed tie clip I think would be really cool, but I don't know. If you guys have any other ideas of what you think it might be, that'd be cool to hear. So let me know if you have any ideas about or hunches or anything like that. Let me think. What else? Oh, okay. I was going to talk about that article. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of a viral article that's been going around quite a bit. Sorry about the language. I forgot that it was in there. I read it like a week ago, and I forgot because I knew I wanted to address it with you guys as soon as I saw it, because I figured if all of your friends started posting this, I didn't want you guys to feel bad or anything like that, and I wanted to just kind of share my thoughts on it. So, first of all, to be honest, when you read it, did you laugh? Because some of it's kind of true, and maybe you feel that way. I know I did, because a lot of times with certain companies, and she called out a lot of companies straight out, and did you guys notice that she didn't call out ours? So I hope that there's a reason for that, and I hope that that's because that's not how we play it. But I felt that way a lot. And so I want to make sure, I'm going to go over it a little bit. Just 1 second. Let me pull it up real quick. So she says, the thing that really bothers her is not the parties or the products themselves. Some are really good, but the products are secondary. It's the exploiting of friendships to gain new recruits and sales and blah, blah, blah that really squicks me out. If you are selling your friends, period. So this is why, and I feel like we all know the feeling. We know what it feels like to feel like people are just, trying, that long message that you get that from that person that you haven't talked to in 10 years and says, "Hey, I just joined this company. Would you like to join my team?" Or, things like that. It's not about building a relationship. It's not about, they just want your money. Um they just want your sale, and they just want you to join their team. So I hope and I pray that our jewelry bars aren't like that, and that people aren't getting that vibe from us. So personally, as far as Facebook is, do you guys have that one really pushy friend that, like, probably 95% of everything they post on Facebook is about their company, and it's just an ad? You feel like because you're friends with them, you're just seeing ads all over your Facebook page, whether it be for a health product or a wellness product or a mascara. I, I, I hesitate to say that, but I kind of don't, because I have a friend right now that is just crazy, and just constant, maybe 1 to 2 videos a day, 4 to 5 pictures a day, and then ads on top of that. And it's like, where's your family? I'm not friends with you because I want to see your mascara 18 times a day. I want to see, your family and how you're doing and things like that. Just remember that. Remember why people are friends with you, and it may not be because they love Origami Out. Now, I think it's a little bit easier too because we sell something that can be sold to either gender, but I'm sorry, I'm talking when I'm thinking about other things that I don't probably want to say. But sorry, I lost my train of thought. But anyways, I just wanted to reiterate the fact that we are trying to be a people before profits company, and that we are trying to, our entire thing is built on getting to know people, helping them build their story, and knowing them on a more personal level. A lot of times when you do that, you almost feel like you don't want to take their money because you know how special, what they're making is because their dad died or something like that. There's something more to it rather than just trying to make that commission check. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just be conscientious about what you post on your personal page. I sure do post when I earn trips and things like that, because that's a part of my life, and that's something that Origami Out has totally impacted my life in different ways like that, and what it's allowed me to do and things like that. But every single locket that I post on my fan page, or every single thing that I post on my fan page, I don't post explicitly on my personal page only. Not saying that everything that I do is correct and the right way, because by no means do I think that. And maybe even some people do feel like I'm just a huge Origami Out ad. Maybe I am, because I just love it so much. But I try to be really conscientious of that, and try not to always be bombarding people with words like shop now, join my team, here's my website, things like that. I want to share the things that I love, but without being pushy. And I don't want to ever make someone feel like they aren't my friend if they don't buy from me, if that makes sense. And I think that there's a lot of times we can almost feel like that. There's some companies that just train you to push and push and push, no matter who it is, no matter how you know them, how long you've known them, things like that. Just be really conscientious of that. I had a jewelry bar last night, and I think that here's a couple of other things that you can take away and try to be a little more conscientious of, ensuring that your people before profits type mentality is that, and you probably know this too, once all the ladies had kind of gathered, the hostess said to me, "Okay, well, you can kind of start your spiel now, or your pitch or whatever." And I was like, I don't really have one. I never really do any of that. So I just sat down in the circle with everybody else, and I was like, we don't really do a sales pitch. We feel like the jewelry is a little bit more than just making a sale. So whether or not you guys are choosing to purchase tonight, that's just fine with me. I don't really care either way. I just, came to show you guys this jewelry and show you guys how awesome and customizable it is, what you can really use it for, and 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 get to know you and create a time where you guys can actually hang out and not listen to me talk for an hour. So, a lot of times they're always like, oh, really? Okay, well, and it's a little awkward at first because nobody really knows what to do with themselves. So I let them, look at the catalogs, but a couple other things that I do to make sure people know that I'm not trying to pressure them by any means is I don't pass out order forms right off the bat. I keep them, away from the table, usually still in my bag or something until someone asks for one. So just make sure that you're reiterating those things so that makes us look different as a company in a jewelry bar setting, but also, those certain tips about your personal page. Now, I just want to be explicit about the fact that this is how I feel about a personal page, your personal Facebook page, people who are friends with you. Your fan page is a whole nother ball game. Post as much as you want on your fan page because the people that are there and the people that like your fan page want to see what you have to post, and they're supporting your business and they are interested in Origami Owl, so go for it. Post 2 to 3, 4 times a day on that because Lord knows Facebook's not showing all of your posts to all of your fans anyways, and I could go on and on about that, but I'm not going to. You just go for it. That's a whole different ball game. I think the frustration with people is the awkward inbox messages asking people to join, like without saying anything else, and you can tell like clearly this is a copy and pasted message. You guys all know that the being added to every single Facebook group. Another thing that you could do is to tell your hostesses to make sure that she doesn't just add everybody and their brother to a Facebook invite, I always try to get my hostesses to personally message and or talk to in person each person to let them know that they're inviting them and not invite more than, don't invite 283 people to a Facebook event because what do you think when you get invited to that? You're like, oh, I'm just one of 283. Shouldn't be a big deal, but then when you get one for an in-home jewelry bar and you see there's only 28 maybe or 23 other people invited, it makes you feel a little more special. So definitely have the hostess reach out to her guests before and or after she sends that Facebook invite and lets them know personally about that. So rather than just being one in the crowd. So that's another way that you can do it, and then obviously through that hostess coaching, those hostesses usually turn out to see the difference in our company, which is great, and maybe they might end up wanting to do what you do too. So that is pretty much what I have. A couple of things, I guess, it would be just updating you guys. I got a new job, which I'm really excited about. Origami Owl allowed me to kind of hold off kind of on my job search until I found something that was exactly what I wanted. So I graduated in December, and I've been able to just use my commission and money from Origami Owl while I've been kind of looking for something rather than just kind of settling for something I don't really want to do. So I am blessed to say that God has provided a job for me that is exactly what I've wanted and what I've been looking for. It's an event and wedding coordinating position at a local catering company. So I'm going to get really great experience and do just exactly what I love doing, and I'm so excited. But the hours are going to be just insane. From what they've told me so far, it's going to be about 60-hour weeks from May to October, and then slowing down to about 20-hour weeks. So that's the way that events go. So that's what I'm looking forward to. It's going to be a crazy summer, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm thankful for the help that I have. I am by no means stopping my Origami Owl business, but you may hear from me a little bit less. I do want to try to continue to do these Wednesday night meetings or videos, you know that I try and keep them short. I never try to go, I have no clue what I'm at right now, but I try to never go over 20 or 30 minutes. But I think Wednesday nights work pretty good. If we could keep doing this either weekly or bi-weekly, I think it'd be great. But again, I'm not sure what my schedule is going to look like until I start. So I start on Monday. I'm really excited. I got the time off for convention, which is really exciting, and that's gonna be like the one thing I really look forward to midsummer, that I'll get some time off for. I'm looking forward to that. And I guess that's pretty much what I have or wanted to tell you guys. So if you hear from me a little bit less, then that might be what it is. I do have the one thing that I've been trying to work on, and I've been kicking it around a little bit too long, is the new designer workbook. So I really want to work on this more in the next few days, the last couple of days that I have before I start work. And but in the meantime, I do have one for you guys to use as an example. If you're a new designer, please reach out to me and I will get you this handbook that has all of the good information that you need as you're starting out. Anyways, that is what I have for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got at least something out of this, and let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any ideas on that man line, origami owl for men. What do you think that's going to be? So anyways, we'll see you guys later.